All right. Happy Thursday, everybody. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody knows I'm kidding. Okay. If you were on before we went live, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. We like joking around. So if you're not getting here before the actual call starts, it's you need to, right? There's a little humor from time to time. So hope everybody's having a great Thursday, and just want to give all, acknowledge Hill Blue is doing good. He's about to head out. He just had some shoulder surgery. And we thank everybody on the Coach's Corner for acknowledging and sending Hill big shout outs and prayers his way. So it's what it's all about. Community. And that's why this community continues to grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's why we set out for a couple of weeks pre-COVID or during COVID, and we're sitting here today, a couple of years later. So the word for today is organize. And I want everybody to remember, I want everybody to keep a frame of mind about why. Okay. Remember, from now until the first of the year, we're going to look at words. And again, we hope you send words to Andrea Rosser you want to look at, but we want to look at words that's geared around going into 2023, right? And organize is one of those words. I mean, if you look at the definition of organize, it's arrange into a structured whole. Arrange. Make arrangements or preparations for an event or an activity. You know, just yesterday, Todd Rowland was down in Florida making arrangements. How many of you love that Destin, Florida event? Some of you snowbirds, you come down to Destin, Florida. The Gillette, Wyoming people is like, woo, let's get to Destin. Let's get to some of that warmer weather. But Todd was making arrangements for the possibility of that taking place. And you know, Gabrielle Bernstein says this: getting organized is a sign of self-respect. I come up with two quotes today that really hit me. Linda Pearson and Gabrielle Bernstein. Getting organized is a sign of self-respect. Linda Peterson says, with organization comes empowerment. How many of you, when you're organized, you feel like you're empowered? You feel better, right? Well, where I went today is 5 benefits of being organized. Now, Andrea is going to talk about how to. But going into 2023, like now's the time to get the ducks in a row to where they need to be. Now, I'm not talking about sitting around and waiting for 2023. I'm talking about like figuring out what you need to do to empower yourself for 2023. And here's 5 benefits that if you're willing to get organized right now, that will occur in your life. Number 1, being organized reduces stress. I'm a great example of this. I laid out a schedule of my schedule. When I'm on that schedule, when I'm up at 4:45, when I get my self-development time in, when I get this Coach's Corner in, I am my stress level for the day is drastically reduced. But it goes back to that armor. I'm putting that armor on for the day. But if I get off track, I get out of kilter, my stress level goes up because my routine is messed up. So being organized reduces stress. Number 2, being organized helps you sleep better. It's a proven fact, right? This is statistically. Being organized helps you have better sleep. Number 3, being organized promotes a healthier diet. Now, how many of you would agree with this? When you're organized, you seem to make better food choices. I know I do. When I'm organized, I'm thinking about drinking more water. I've got all this. But when I get stressed and I'm all over the place, I'm just like whatever, you know? And being organized promotes a healthier diet. Number 4, being organized increases productivity for your work. See, I've got allotments through the day that I know. Of course, I'm in sales. Not everybody does network marketing with us, but I'm in sales. I'm in network marketing, and I have allotments during the day where I'm doing income producing activity, meaning I'm trying to write business. I'm trying to put in customers. I'm trying to put in brand partners. I'm focused on hands on the keyboard, enrolling someone so that they can get shipped to their doorsteps products. Because that's really what I do. I bring amazing products to the end consumer right to their home. And so if I'm not focused around that, so being organized, going, hey, from 9 to 11 is an income producing activity time frame for me. From 3 to 5, income producing activity time frame for me. So I have those allotments in my head. I'm ready. When I have that, boom, I'm more efficient. I'm more productive in my workday. And then last, being organized improves my relationships. So when I'm organized, I have less stress, more healthier diet, I'm more efficient at work. And ultimately, I find the pockets because I've organized them to where, okay, now I'm taking my significant other to the movies. I'm going out of town for 2 days. I'm taking the kids on a hike. I'm doing things because I've wrapped myself around this organization in my day, in my week, in my month. So that's kind of where I went. Andrew is going to talk about the how to. Hope this added value to you. Did me.
Well, that was great. And I love that we kind of agreed here today. So that's always fun when we line up, because the same quote was, getting organized is a sign of self-respect. And that was Gabby Bernstein, or Gabrielle Bernstein, that we talked about yesterday. So I thought it was kind of fun that we found her again today. So how in the world do we develop, how in the world do we put in place strong organizational skills? So first of all, create a clean slate. And that could be, the way I think about it is purge, 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 purge. Like I keep repeating myself, or I do in my notes here, but purge your email, right? So there's not as much clutter. And I'm talking to myself there, kind of, I crack my kids up because they always say, like, how do you have, I have 28,000 unread emails currently right now. And that's not actually all my email accounts that I have. It's just the ones that come to my phone. So if you ever try to get a hold of me, email is probably not the best way, but purge those emails, purge your home, go through all your closets and get rid of all the extra stuff. Go to your workspace and see what you can pare down so that it feels more peaceful. Purge your relationships and get rid of the ones that aren't serving you. So just get rid of as much as you can and create that clean slate. Next, identify the goals that you want to meet. So what do you want? What do you want at home? What do you want in work? What do you want in your relationships? To know what to organize, we have to figure out what we want first. So for example, let's pretend that your goal, what you want, is to play with your kids more, right? Or play with your spouse more. You want to have more fun. Well, then I know that I need to organize my day to have more space in it for fun time. I need to organize my house to have access to games, or my home to have room for that dance party, or my budget, right? I have to get my finances organized so that I have the ability to go on adventures, right? So what do we want? So we know what we have to organize. And next around that is to build our to-do list. So when we know what we want, then we can go look and see how I can get it. So for those goals, what action items do I need to have, and prioritize each task? So kind of like, well, we'll get to that. But next is delegate where you can. So if my goal does not include becoming the world's best laundress, like that is not my life, ambition is to be really great at laundry. Well, maybe that's something I can delegate. I can pay a kid, or somebody else to come in and they can handle that task and free up that time, right? But maybe my goal is to be the world's best laundress. I don't know yet. I haven't quite decided in that area. But whatever your goals may be, see what you can pull out of your day, organize out of your day by delegating. And then with that, next, what Brent talked about was map your day. So create an outline and plan. So there was that repetition we were talking about. So if I know what things I want space for in my day, well, I've got to be able to have room for it. And the way I can make that room is to organize it and look at it. So if I know, I like to work backwards. So I work backwards in a couple spots in my day, but I know this is a foundational part of my day, 8:55. I'm going to get to be on with you guys. So I put down 8:45 and then I work back. What do I need to get done before the coach's corner? Well, I need to exercise. I need to read. I need to check some of my messages. Like there's specific things I need to get done first. So I back up. And some days I have less things. So then maybe I sleep in till 6:30. Some days I have more things. So then I'm getting up at 5, but I can organize my day accordingly. And then I look at my next chunk of time. My next action item is lunch. So, okay, 12 o'clock, I know I'm going to be eating. Nothing's going to interrupt that. So then I've got to look at those 3 hours in between and what can I plan for that chunk of time? And I just work my day around kind of the touch points, but plan out your day, and that's going to help you be more organized. Next, reward yourself regularly. And that sounds a little crazy. Like, why would I reward myself for being organized? But sometimes being organized is a pain in the petunia. And so if we know that we've mapped out our week and we know that we've cleaned out our home and we know that we've mapped out our finances, well, give yourself a reward. If I get X, Y, and Z done, then I get to, I don't know what it is, go get my hair done or get a massage. These are things I want. Get a manicure, whatever it may be. You can pick your things. I don't know if any of those items made it on Dr. Bob's list, but maybe. But figure out what you want and build in space for those rewards. And then lastly, and this one can be difficult, but work to maintain that healthy work-life balance. So sometimes we can only focus on organization in our business life, or we can only think of organization in terms of our pantry. But really, if we are going to be organized, we're going to have the balance across all aspects of our life. Yes, pink nails for Dr. Bob. Just so you know, Mom has some very specific rules in our household. And this is my own, judge me for this, but no boy is allowed to cross the threshold with painted fingernails. So Dr. Bob, if pink nails is your thing, you can't come on in. So, but that is a big, hard, fast rule for my daughter. And I've been known to stalk some Instagram photos to say, nope, not passing the mustard, because once upon a time, pedicures are fine, but painted nails not okay. But anyway, that was a side note. So sorry, Coach.
Wow. Okay.
It's a strong
I don't know what to
prejudice right
say.
there. I'm sorry.
John Frick is like, wow, we went really sideways today on the coach's corner. But anyway, sorry, Dr. Bob, she threw you under the bus. Like,
he said it was
so
okay.
You know.
He doesn't like pink nails.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay. Well, I'm glad y'all got the organized was really good. Organized was really good. No, I'm playing. We love you. We're grateful for you. We hope you have an amazing Thursday. Thanks for being a part of this community.
God bless you.
Love you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.